Hello and welcome to TGIF, the show for all of your things and general internet fun. It is Friday, once again, as it always is when we do these things, and I am joined once again by my co-host, a professor, not really, Alex Norrish. How are you?
Good, Dom. How are you?
I'm good. Do you plan on becoming a professor anytime soon?
No.
I do. I'd like
do?
I'd like to be a professor at some point, I think.
So they just call you Professor?
Yes, really, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well, you
pretty
can get a
good,
doctorate
actually.
in anything, but a professor's like that next step.
Well, yeah, you have to teach to be a professor, don't you?
I assume so.
Oh,
I
I
don't
think
know.
well, you've got to profess. I
Yeah,
mean,
okay.
that's my understanding of the whole issue. Is that in order to be a professor, you must profess in some regard. All right, so
Yeah, we'll go with that at least anyway.
how have you been, Alex?
I've been good, Dom. How are
That's
you?
good. I've been really good. I've been
Yeah?
quite good. How was Easter? I had a good Easter.
I had a good Easter. It was good.
Yeah. I've eaten all of the chocolate that I received over
As have
the
I.
Easter. Yes, I actually, when I spoke to you yesterday, I said that I had one thing left.
Oh, and you've eaten it.
As soon as I stopped talking to you, I
Dive
scoffed
straight
it
on
down.
it. Yeah.
I think the wrapper is still sitting on my desk.
Cleanliness plus.
Nothing but, yeah, I'm gonna throw that out at work.
Litter.
So yeah. Now, with that beginning thing out of the way, I'm a little bit disappointed in you, really. I mean,
Why?
Alex, you know I love you, but I'm a little disappointed because after, look, last week I tried to somehow get it out of your system. And you're still, I think we need to bring in some sort of professional.
A professor.
Not a professor. I'm thinking something else that starts with P and ending in psychiatry. It doesn't work because the P is silent.
No.
But we need to bring in a psychiatrist for you because you quite obviously have some sort of multiple personality disorder.
I do not.
You
I
know,
don't.
look, I was happy. I was honestly happy because I checked about, half an hour ago, the comments thread for the last episode, and all that was there was legitimate comments.
My comments are legitimate comments.
And then I refreshed, and yeah,
Well, the adventure continues, Dom.
I know the adventure continues, and
Weren't you just riveted to find out what happened to these people?
well, you know what? Last week I was, and last week we did come up with a plan to actually sort of bring this sort of fantasy of yours to life. I'm thinking that sort of therapy might actually help you.
Oh, I don't know.
As I understand it, the wig that is required for playing the role of
Susan.
Susan is lost in transit.
Oh.
It is currently being held hostage, perhaps, by the postal
I got
service.
through a week. Yeah.
Which means that we're unfortunately going to have to delay the escapades of Rodney, Randy, and Susan, and Alex.
And there's someone else as well this week in the comments section. Have you seen that, Dom?
I haven't. Alex is there, Susan is there, Randy is there, Rodney is there.
And?
And that is all that unless... Oh, hang on. Oh, God. They've just... In the time I've been looking at this page, you've posted like 7 more comments. Granted, all of them are Susan.
Not all of them. Some of them.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, who's the other person I'm looking at?
Batman.
There's no Is there a Batman? Have you commented as Batman?
No, Batman's commented, not me. Batman.
Has Batman on episode 28?
Yes.
Oh. Oh no. This is bad. Because now we're infringing copyright, and
No, we're not. Batman
you can't
legitimately.
pretend to be Batman. Can you pretend to be Batman?
I don't know.
I suppose if you're parodying Batman, that's fine, right? I don't know.
I don't know either.
Your Skype call is taking up all my bandwidth. I can't look at what Batman has said.
Oh,
I'm sorry about that.
shame.
I know, and I've got to pause. I have to quickly pause the video on the page now that I've refreshed it to avoid an ad playing over your your audio.
Well, thank you, Dom.
Oh,
for
there
that
it is,
courtesy.
Batman. Alex is the presenter the internet deserves, but not the one it needs right now. Right.
Batman's obviously a fan.
Need help, Alex. You need help. Where am I going to get a Batman costume for when we bring this story to life next week?
Maybe it's a once-off. I don't know.
Is Batman just a once-off character for now?
I don't know. Maybe not. He may return. He may not.
This is not good.
What? If it makes people laugh, then I've done my job.
That's true, and I suppose that's all you can really ever hope to do, isn't it, Alex? You can hope to make people laugh.
You're laughing on the inside.
I am laughing on the inside. I'm wondering how many more weeks we can have this as our lead topic before it gets a little bit dry. And I think the answer is -2. But
yeah. Well, there was a comment favouring the storyline, though.
Was there?
Yes.
Oh, yes, there was. There was indeed, yes. I do read the
I think
comments,
we
I just
continue.
forget about them. I'm sorry. Yes, that's true. I think you're right. The comment narrative is an interesting one. I think we should... I do think we should give it a run next episode.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if it's good enough, I think we turn it into like a mini-series. Break it out on its own. Start a Kickstarter or something and get it funded, and maybe we could give it to like community television and have them air it.
Channel 31, yeah.
I actually think that it would get less viewers. I actually think if we went to community television, we might actually be going down in viewer numbers.
But they'd laugh us out of the place.
I wonder how ridiculous you could go with community television.
Something we have to try out.
See, the problem is, I've done the research here. I have actually looked at the Channel 31 website, and they're pretty strict on their requirements for programming and all sorts of things.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
And so I look at their website, and it's like, oh, well, you've got to submit a pilot, and it's got to be, blah, 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 and if you want to get secure funding, you've got to, and it's all... And then I sit down and actually turn on Channel 31, and... Yeah.
Don't bag the people to watch Channel 31, Tom.
No, that's true. There are some fantastic programs on community television.
Yes.
I'm not in any way knocking that. All I'm saying is that television really is a dying medium, and you should all switch to watching web video as soon as possible, specifically our web video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah. Specifically the stuff that has Alex in it, because he's like 3 people in one.
Did you see what I did there just then?
No, I didn't. Because you're over there, and we don't have the technology to put you on more than one screen.
No. I was jumping around, being different characters.
Oh, well, that's good. I'll make sure that gets it through to the final edit.
Yeah.
Nice awkward
Moving
pause.
on.
Nice awkward
Moving
pause. Alex, let's take a quick break. I want to talk real quick about our sponsor for this episode. You know them well. I know them well. They are, of course... Pardon?
We all know them well.
We do all know them well, and if you don't know them well, I think the audience should get to know them well. They are, of course, Audible. The wonderful people at audible.com have presented our lovely viewers with an incredibly special offer.
What is it? What is it?
Alex, it's a free 30-day trial that lets you get and keep any audiobook you want. It's fantastic. Would you not agree?
Yes, it's just beyond belief. Beyond belief.
I know it's beyond belief, and I can understand your complete sort of...
I was stunned.
Yeah, you were stunned, I could tell. Look, here's the way it works, basically. Alex, you know books, right?
Yeah.
Well, they sort of suck.
Tell me about it.
I mean, not the stories, but the reading. It's such a laborious process.
Well, there's even like your textbooks.
Oh,
How bad are they?
Yeah, it's not. They don't really do that sort of stuff.
No.
Try and stay on topic. But look, no. But seriously, I mean, I do enough reading of, internet. I don't really want to sit down and read book. And when I run out of podcasts, I want something pleasant to listen to that's well structured, is properly narrated, and that's an actual really good story,
You could listen to this show, Don.
Oh, I could listen to this show, and I could listen to this show over and over, but when I'm not, I'd want to listen to a book.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where Audible comes in. Because you get all of the good things about books, with all of the good things about bedtime stories, and none of the bad things about either. So you've got the great stories of books, you've got the being read to by bedtime stories, and, you don't get the eye strain of reading, and you don't get the having to go to sleep afterwards thing. Of actually, there is no downside to being read a bedtime story, is there?
Not overly. No.
Which is why
you sort of just took that train and just sort of...
Well, except for the fact that perhaps
ran it
the
off the
person
cliff.
reading you your bedtime story isn't a professional narrator.
Yes, well...
Which is where Audible would come in. Basically...
Maybe I should...
Yes?
Maybe I should ask them about doing some narrating work.
Maybe you should. Get on that, yeah.
Why? I can see you. You can't see me, but I can see you.
I can see you in the tiny little monitor when I look at it.
When you look at it.
When I look at it. I'm
You're
looking at it
here on
now.
my screen, big.
I know. It's not good. It really isn't good.
I like it.
I know you do. But look, I'll live.
Good on you.
Basically, the deal is this. If you head to audibletrial.com/Mulligan Media, you can get a free 30-day trial of Audible, during which you are allowed to, well, not allowed, you can, and I suppose you'd be silly not to, download one free audiobook to keep. It's yours. They are giving you an audiobook. And if you don't love that book at the end of the 30 days, just cancel. You don't get charged a cent. And if you love it, then you just keep going with your subscription and you get a book a month, or you can upgrade and they can give you all sorts of different packages. It's fantastic. They've got over 100,000 titles from best-selling authors, read by the world's top narrators. Alex, what is the number they need to call?
There's a number?
No, there isn't. I just wanted you to say the web address.
Oh, the web address.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's audibletrial.com. You've been pointing to it for the last 2 minutes. /Mulligan Media.
Unfortunately, I don't see it across the bottom of my screen. If I did,
No, you don't. Because that's an effect added in post-production.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Seriously though, guys, you should jump on this right now because this offer isn't going to last forever. The eventual heat death of the universe will kill us all. If the zombies don't first. And that's where I want to sort of bring this episode, Alex.
That's a nice segue, Dom.
Thank you very much.
So that was good.
Alex,
Smooth.
I have something to show you.
Okay.
And I know this isn't something we normally do. We've done it, I think, once in the past when we posted off a package to one of our regular viewers. And
Yes, yes.
I'm pretty sure that's about it since
Mm.
the era that we've... But I'm going to play a video.
Okay.
So please don't adjust your television sets. Mostly because that would be completely irrelevant because this is
Just
a
then we're on
web
television.
broadcast.
You tried to be funny there, weren't you? And you didn't really succeed.
That is true. It is quite late, and I did get up rather early this morning, so please forgive me for that.
Why?
Why? Because I had class
You
at
have a
like
life or
8:30.
something?
I know, it's horrible, isn't it?
Okay, yeah.
Either
Hit me,
way,
hit the video.
here's that video.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I rise today to salute the Centre for Disease Control in Atlanta and the province of Quebec for putting in place emergency measures to deal with the possibility of an invasion of zombies. Now, I don't need to tell you, Mr. Speaker, that zombies don't recognize borders and that a zombie invasion in the United States could easily turn into a continent-wide pandemic if it's not contained. So on behalf of concerned Canadians everywhere, Mr. Speaker, I want to ask the Minister of Foreign Affairs, is he working with his American counterparts to develop an international zombie strategy so that a zombie invasion does not turn into a zombie apocalypse?
The Honourable Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Mr. Speaker, I want to assure this member and all Canadians that I am dedicated to ensuring that this never happens. I want to say categorically to this member and through him to all Canadians that under the leadership of this Prime Minister, Canada will never become a safe haven for zombies, ever.
All right, Alex, what did you think?
Oh,
Look,
that was funny.
look, I stumbled across this video of the Canadian Parliament, and it got me thinking, and I'm genuinely concerned.
About
We
zombies.
here at Mulligan Media
Mm.
do not yet have in place a zombie survival strategy. And I think that, well, I mean, we all know that the zombie apocalypse is an eventual certainty. And I
Yeah.
hate to bring down the tone of the show. But
Tone's going down.
I don't know what we should do.
Well, what do you think, Tom?
Honestly, I don't know. And so as you are one of my closest friends, Alex, I'm coming to you for guidance.
One off. Interesting.
As you are a casual acquaintance, Alex.
Casual. You say. Yes, go on. Serious, yes.
What do we do in the event that the undead rise and attempt to take over the world?
Probably not Skype each other.
Why not? I think that'd be a good starting tactic.
Presuming the internet still functions.
The internet will still function. In this eventual reality, the internet is sentient and will protect itself at all costs.
Like Skynet.
Exactly. But with a lot more cat pictures involved.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And a larger amount of pornography.
Yeah, I assume so.
Either way, I think we should first, well, that is of course step number one. We need to find a way to communicate. Obviously,
Yep.
we do not.
Walkies are out, yeah.
Yes, the zombies are out, and in this eventual situation, we are in, if not separate cities or separate countries, at least separate buildings.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I think the first step is to establish, I think we need to establish some sort of covert communication system that...
A hand gesture or something.
Not hand gestures. I mean, we might not have line of sight. I'm
True.
thinking we might need to lay the ground of various continents with remotely triggerable explosives in remote areas, of course, so that nobody will get injured. Yes, that's exactly what I'm thinking. We trigger them with modified mobile phones that can transmit over long distances. And then we're able to send any message by triggering these explosives.
I like it.
It works for me.
But you do need some weapons on hand as well. You can't just, rely on the explosives.
Oh, no. This is no, of course. No, this is for communication. See, I think we use
What?
that to...
Well, like 2 explosions means come help me.
Perhaps we... Well... Maybe.
Couldn't you just ring?
No.
If the internet still works, wouldn't the telephone, network still work?
I hadn't considered, actually, I forgot just then when I was thinking about the explosives that the internet still works in this future. So yeah, I'll probably just shoot you an email.
Yeah. Come help me, zombies are eating me.
Zombies are
that
eating
sort of
me.
thing.
We'll meet in some sort of... Now, I have thought about this.
Okay, obviously
Now-
long and hard.
Eventually, I think, and hopefully before the zombie apocalypse happens, Mulligan Media will have
So we have till
moved-
next Tuesday.
What? Are you telling me that the zombie apocalypse is next Tuesday?
No, it's
I
a
am
joke,
so
Dom.
unprepared.
It's a joke,
Alex, we
Dom.
need to
It's a
stop
joke.
recording now.
No,
And-
well, no, you're taking it too seriously.
Oh, okay, good. Okay. So I
Breathe, Dom. Breathe.
am hoping that there is at least a few years between now and
Give it a
the
couple of months.
and the unstoppable zombie apocalypse, the eventual apocalypse caused by the rising of the undead. Now, I'm hoping that by that time, Mulligan Media will have its very own purpose-built campus with a variety of zombie-proof buildings.
Yes. Well, I think we need one.
Because, frankly, the place I'm in now won't do. There's windows, the walls aren't even 3 feet thick.
Oh.
It's a terrible... It's a perfectly fine place to produce
Believe?
videos for the web. It is a terrible place to hide from zombies.
Same here.
If we don't have the Mulligan Media campus that has been fortified for zombie protection, or if indeed we have too many people that need to be protected, I'm assuming, like in this situation, I'm thinking that as, I suppose a role model in the community, you and I mean, we're virtual celebrities. We're on the internet.
I like to think so, yeah.
You and I will have to lead as some sort of leaders in the new civilization. And
So
if we don't have the
I
space,
take charge.
if we don't have the space, or if we don't have or if we don't have the zombie fortified campus, then
You'd have to call me sir, though.
I'm okay with that, so long as I'm captain.
No, because I'm Supreme Commander.
Can you be supreme commander and I can be captain?
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay.
Okay, Supreme Commander,
Be
then
sup
Cap.
sup. If I wanted to say hi to you in a sort of casual way, and then
It would be no casual.
you'd be like, I'd be like, sup sup. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got it. I got it the first
I'm
time.
glad. Okay, I'm thinking Office Works. Hear me out. Hear me
There's not a
out.
lot of weapons there.
Where can you really get weapons in Australia that is able to house a whole bunch of people? Look, Office Workses.
Bunnings.
I mean, Office Workses are very big buildings, but they're strong. There's concrete all around them, and there's barely any there's only one single sort of main entrance that we need to bother about boarding up, and God knows we've got all of the corrugated cardboard in the world there to actually board that up. So I'm thinking an Office Works or some other similar type of commercial, like a store, would be good?
One word for you.
Yes?
Bunnings.
Costco. Do they is there anywhere in the country where there's a Costco and a Bunnings next to each other? For those of you who don't know, Officeworks is an office supply store. Bunnings is a hardware store.
They can Google it, Dom.
And
If they really don't know, they can Google it.
we've got viewers from all around the world.
Yeah,
And
but they can Google it.
Costco is a very American store that basically sells pretty much everything so
Everything.
long as it's massive. Would I be right in saying that?
Yeah.
The only problem I have with Costco is you need the card to get in.
Yeah, but you could smash the doors. With
They'll
your
provide
car.
an entranceway for the zombie.
Yeah, but then you could board it up later. Just as the initial get in.
I think Bunnings is a good plan. I think we go to a big
You've got
hardware
plenty
store.
of weapons there, you know.
I'm eventually well, you know that Bunnings that has Bunnings has recently had a competitor open up, right across the road from it in Masters.
Yes.
I'm thinking that eventually the society will divide
one.
into two sort of opposing forces that have different ways about how to run the new society, and one of them will eventually, in each establishment.
One being Bunnings and one would be, yeah. Or you could nip, between them, for, extra weapons and stuff.
All right, so we'd retreat to a hardware store.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good start.
Yeah, well, you'd also need food, but don't worry about that. We've got,
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. We're running out of time for a bit. So
Yes.
here's what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking we take it to the forums.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who don't know, Mulligan Media has a wonderful, wonderful community at the Mulligan Media forums. There's about 6 of us there who post occasionally. And I'm going to we are going to create the official Mulligan Media zombie survival plan.
So if you want to survive,
If you want to survive, keep watching and participate, because we will only be accepting those that have helped us create the plan.
so at the moment it's just you and me.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Alex, last week we ended the show on a rather abrupt "you need to get a Twitter account" note.
Oh, we're doing this. I thought we were doing the poll, and so I was quite happy. Okay.
Okay, we'll do the poll first because there's nothing much to say there. Alex,
Oh, there's a lot to say there, Don.
will you do the bit about the poll then? Because I don't want to.
Why?
No, I don't want to.
I think it would sound better coming from you.
No, I don't want to.
Why not?
Okay, fine. I'll say it, but you've got to.
I'll step in. I'll step in.
2 weeks ago, or 2 episodes ago rather, we spoke about the poll and we asked the question: who would you rather have dinner with, me or him? And you unanimously clicked the wrong button. I don't know how that happened.
They clicked the right one.
I think it was I think we had some server errors.
Hold on.
And
Did
there
you
was
get?
a
Did you get? Did
problem
you
with
get
the-
one vote?
I know we
No.
No
votes for
we did a
Dominic.
little bit of redesign on the website, so I think that might have accidentally triggered a
Oh,
database
wow,
reset.
wow.
And there's a whole bunch of corrupt data, so really we can't call it.
I think you can call it.
I don't-
It was pretty obvious, John.
All right, fine. Alex won.
Bye, guys.
You can't leave. You can't just leave.
No, I'm having dinner. Yeah. And you're not in. No.
You invited. You're gonna pick from the pool of people that voted. Like you're the one I want to have dinner with because you want to have dinner with me the most because you've voted 8
I
times.
took- No, see, you didn't get a vote.
I know. I mean, granted, there was a very low number of votes overall.
Yeah, but I still, trounced you.
I'm still thinking that the Dominic Mulligan fan club is perhaps on there by maybe they.
The research and development stage.
That's really mean.
I'm sorry.
I'm thinking that maybe they're all on vacation because.
Well, it was Easter, wasn't it?
All of my people are all, really laid back and cool and calm and collected and.
I don't vote on polls.
And yeah.
Mm.
You would have voted for me, wouldn't you have, if you had been allowed to vote? Because God knows you didn't vote for yourself, did you?
No. What would make you think of that?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not
Okay.
a narcissist, Dom.
No, you're not. And I think the best way to prove that is for you to document your entire daily life on the internet.
No.
Which is why
No.
we're making you a Twitter account.
No.
Thanks to Timothy's suggestion in the last comment section in episode 28. Alex, you're getting a Twitter account. And I'm going to register it for you right now.
No. There's no need, Dom.
There is no need, because my internet is horrible at the moment, as we know.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to register it after the show. The current leading submission is Nosdog, which I think works.
I'm not a dog.
What would you prefer?
Do I wear a collar?
In the profile picture?
Oh.
Okay, do you have a better suggestion?
No.
Good. So, if it isn't taken, then you'll be Nosdog. If it is, Alex's Twitter handle is on the bottom of your screen now. And your first tweet, Alex, what is it about?
I don't know. This is news to me.
It's going to be about Star Wars Episode 1.
How am I going to contain myself to 125 characters?
140. Which should be more
Right.
than enough.
No, it won't be.
Well, you
Believe
can
me.
post multiple tweets.
I may have to do, 7 parts.
Alright, so subscribe to Alex at whatever it is. And tell him what you think about Star Wars Episode 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that works. And then next week,
No, I don't think it does.
we'll take a selection of your best tweets over the past week. And
Oh, yeah.
I will take the piss out of them.
Because no one wants to have dinner with you, is that right?
Pretty much. Until next time, I've been Dominic Mulligan.
And I've been Alex Norrish.
Got anything to plug?
No.
Yes, you've got your Twitter account to plug.
I don't know that off by heart, so...
Well, it hasn't been made yet. I mean, it's been made
Yeah.
by the time you're watching it, obviously, but it hasn't been made yet in our time.
Yeah.
But yes, until then, you can follow me on Twitter. I'm at Orismology. You can follow Mulligan Media on Facebook. Do you follow on Facebook? You can like on Facebook at facebook.com/Mulligan Media. And you can follow Mulligan Media on Twitter at twitter.com/Mulligan Media. That's where we post all sorts of awesome stuff about things.
I'd imagine.
But yeah, unless you've got anything else you want to talk about,
No.
I think we're about done. Remember, you can subscribe in iTunes, and you can download the MP3 of this episode in the description below. I am working on making that all a hell of a lot better, though, so stay tuned on that. Head over to the forums at forums.mulliganmedia.net and make sure that you engage in our discussion for our zombie survival strategy. And I will see you next week, Alex.
Indeed, Don.
It's been good.
Yes, well,
Well, not for you.
it's what it is.
Yes, well,
You think anyone will watch this one?
I hope so.
I don't know. We'll see.